Hello jazz lovers, Dolphin Dance. Alright, this is a challenging tune, but you know, what we've learned so far has been kind of older jazz standards, and this one is a little bit more modern. And let's tackle it. The first line in this song is only played at the beginning, so let's just do that. E flat major 7th. Here we have B flat minor 7. Let's do that one. I don't think we've used either of these chords before, so let's take E flat major. There's our major 7th. B flat minor. B and B flat are two difficult keys because they're a little less symmetrical than the rest of the keys. So B flat, here's the 5th, and then it's a minor, so there's a minor 3rd, and here's our minor 7th. Okay, so D minor 7 flat 5 and G7, we know those. C minor 7. Here, I'm going to play A 7th. I'm going to show you a few different ways to play today, other than just playing complete chords with your left hand. So here's our first spot for that. A flat 7th. It's a dominant 7th chord. Let's just play the root and the 7th with the left hand. Okay, easy to do. Root and the 7th. And then our 3rd, we're going to play with our right hand. That's a C. And then the melody note is D. So we've got this chord. Okay? And that's going to be enough of A flat 7th because we have a root, our 3rd, which is up here, our 7th. We've left out the 5th, which is something you can frequently do with many chords. Leave out the 5th. So there's A flat 7th. We're going to move the 3rd up from there up here. Then we've got the melody note. Back to C minor. I'm going to do the same thing here. This time, I'm just going to play the root and the 7th in the left hand. And on the D7th, I'm going to play just the root and the 3rd. On the G major 7th, just the root and the 7th. And then on the next two chords, A flat minor 7th. We could do the chord, and we'll learn the chord one of these days. But for now, we're just going to do root and 7th. And on the next one, root and 3rd. All right? Because our root movement here, we're kind of going through the cycle of fifths. We've got A flat to D flat, A flat down to D flat, that's a 5th. So when you're going A flat minor 7th to D flat 7th, this is a good way of doing it. It was a couple pianists made this popular. Can't think of who. 7th, 3rd. Okay, next, F minor 7th. We'll go root and 7th and root and 3rd. Next line, C minor 7th. Let's try it some more. We'll go C minor 7th, like this. Got the slash chord, B flat. Let's just go like that, okay? A minor 7th, root and 7th, root and 3rd. All right, that takes us about through the first half of the song. Let's play it. G major 7th. We could do this a couple of ways. We could try the roots and the 7ths. Let's play whole chords instead. How about G major 7th? Especially since we've got a new one here. G dominant 7th. Sus 4. Okay, now what does that mean? All right, it means instead of having a 3, the 3 is kind of pushed up to the 4. That's why they call it suspended, because it kind of wants to fall back down. And the most common way you'll see this is a suspended chord, then what it was suspended from, like the G7th. It doesn't do that in this song, but that's the most common thing. All right, there's our sus chord. Now we've got A slash G. So A is the chord, G is the bass note. Here's our sus chord again. Melody note's going to be right here, so right hand is helping out with the chord there. How nice. All right, F 7th, sus 4. So F 7th, dominant 7th. Okay, doing a video. And then we've got the suspended third, which means up to the fourth. So F7th, suspended fourth. G/F. So again, I'm helping out with the right hand. F suspended again. Now we've got this E to A. That, you know, that's called a 2/5, part of a 2/5/1, and we have that kind of root movement. Root 7th, third, a good way to do it. All right, E flat dominant 7th. You know, because I've got some stuff up around the 5th, I'm going to leave the 5th out of this chord because the melody note is kind of playing the 5th and some notes real close to it, so I don't want to have more dissonance than I really want. So anyway, E flat 7th. All right. And here we have A minor 7th. Let's do that root 7th thing. All right. And then B minor 7th to E, same thing. And notice how in the melody it goes, it anticipates the first beat of the next measure there with the tie. 4 and, right? If you're counting 1 and, 3, 4 and. You could play the chord on that and also. No need to wait for the first beat of the next measure. So right here, B minor 7th, E 7th, then D minor 7th. Could play a full chord, maybe leave the 5th out. C sharp minor 7th, okay? Just go down a half step. Here we have F sharp dominant 7th. Again, I could leave the 5th out if I wanted to, especially since I've got a what's called a 13 up there in the melody. I think I'll leave it out. All right, and for our last chord here, B minor 7th, we're going to use something that we're going to get into pretty soon called open voicings, where we start spreading the chords out and playing them really like jazz pianists play them. Okay, so B minor 7th, that's this chord, and our melody note is B. I'm going to move both the D and the F sharp up here, and now I have a nice open voicing. And then I've got a chord A minor 7th over B. All right, that's pretty complicated, but look, it's right here. Here's A minor 7th, here's our B still, and here's our melody note. So we've got B minor 7th here, just move these two fingers down, and put in the G if you like. All right, B flat minor 7th. We might need a little bit more, let's put a third in. All right, and we need a little tension on that chord too. About that, the flat 9, just like it's calling for, and we've got our root 3rd and 7th here. Notice we're leaving out the 5, as the chord has more and more tension to it, and that's what a flat 9 is, tension. The less you need the stability of the 5th. That's a stable sound. That's an unstable sound, so let's get rid of the 5th so we can start using notes like that. All right, B flat 7th, suspended 4th. Do you know this one? Can you find it? Tough chord to find. B flat. Start with our 5th. It's a dominant 7th, so there's our 3rd in the middle. Our flat 7, because it's a dominant 7th chord, requires that. The sus4 means take the 3rd up. So there's our chord. We can maybe play it here. And there's our melody note there on the and of 4, so let's get our chord there also. Alright, D minor 7 flat 5, here's our G7, here's the flat 9 if you want to put that, keep that in there. You can go like this, go like that, alright? Instead of D minor 7th to G7th, you could go this way. You can probably go back and play some of the tunes we've already covered and find spots to do that kind of thing. We'll talk more about that as well. Alright, let me see, I'll take it from about halfway through the song, G major 7th on down, all right? No, that's not right. slowed down there because I was thinking about the little symbol up there, the two measures with the 2 over them, and those are repeat signs, and that means repeat the last 2 measures. Usually you see that repeat 1 measure, but that's a indication to repeat the last 2 measures. So it's B minor 7th, A minor 7th, and back to B minor 7th, and A minor 7th again. Then the last line, the suspended chord. Lots of ways to play this.